Okay, so here is just an interesting play. It's this little toss sweep to Jalil Farouk right after um the big turnover with Billy Bowman and Kendall Dolby. This is just tough for me to figure because what's going to happen here is Tyler Guyton's going to pull out wide, Drake Stoops is going to follow, and this looks to be set up to be a really good play. Jalil Farouk's going to come in motion. He's going to kind of orbit around, and I don't know what I don't know if he was supposed to do that. I don't know uh, what he's doing. So I don't like somebody makes a mistake and I can't figure out who it is. To me, it's either Drake Stoops or it's Jalil Farouk, and I'm inclined. I hate to say it for Jalil Farouk, who I think had an outstanding game, but Drake in blocking scenarios is just so consistent. I just struggle to think it's him. So watch it, and then we'll kind of come back and we'll go over what I'm talking about here. Okay, so let's watch some of the other activity before we get into I think what were the kind of the pivotal moments here. Okay, so Stogner's on Baron Sorrell. You've got who is that trying to block Jalen Ford there? Marcus Major. Marcus Major trying to block Jalen Ford. Okay. Stogner actually doesn't do too bad, all things considered. Um my problem is okay, so watch this. So this is I believe his name's Jedi. I'm not sure I'm saying that right, but it's Barron, the one of the DBs, kind of the nickelback. They run out a lot. Tyler Guyton's going to come around. If Tyler Guyton can't get to this guy, no one can get to this guy, and this play needs to be nixed forever. Like I mean, like if this is supposed to go the way it looks like it's supposed to go, then you've got to scrap it or change it a little bit here. So just watch him. So boom, he's quick out. He bursts out, showing all that athleticism we know he has. Guys, there's like 5 offensive tackles in the country that can probably move like Tyler Guyton does. Like he's not, again, he's not normal. Insert Josh Giggle here. Um, and he can't get out here to him. Like, and Barron just is in front of him. Okay. So you see Drake kind of make a sudden move, and then Drake, again, being the blocking savvy guy that he is, knows that if he goes backwards, Farouk's dead. So he at least has to try to go forward, and maybe Farouk beats that guy. Okay. Guyton is not following those same rules, but that is what it is. So so here are my two scenarios. First one, we'll look at the Drake Stoops scenario. Okay. Guyton is supposed to come around and then come this way. That's not the way Guyton acts. So I don't think that's right. It would it would almost have to be Guyton mess this up and Drake Stoops mess this up. And I feel like that's not that likely. Um and again, look, if Guyton can get to this guy, and let's say he walls him out here, okay? And I mean, let's be honest, Guyton all he's got to do is get his hands to him, and it's over for that guy. So say he gets him out there, we'll clear that. Just make the assumption here. Then you've got Drake Stoops going to pick up the freshman safety, the Derek Williams kid, and then I I mean Jalil Farouk's running, and in open space we know he's dangerous. Texas is now well aware as well. Okay, again, if Guyton can't get to that block, I just don't think that's the way it's supposed to be blocked, because that should be he is more made to make that block than almost any tackle in college football. So, I mean, even to the point clearly, I mean, they flipped he and Walter Rouse's side because they know that's unreasonable to expect. I don't know if, I mean, maybe Gabriel's supposed to check out. Maybe if you've got a corner playing down this tight, Major's supposed to pick him up. Stogner picks him up, and it changes everybody else's um, assignments here. But I mean, Major goes right to it. Like he knows exactly what he's supposed to be doing. But if you ask me, it makes more sense for Major to pick up here, Guyton to come around, seal off Ford, Stogner to be on Sorrell here. That makes more sense to me. And then Drake to basically be your lead pull. But again, I'm getting in the weeds now. I get it. Okay, the other scenario is Farouk does something wrong because look, when Farouk orbits, if he just stays on this line where he's going, Barron can't work as vertically as he can. He has to take more of a direct line into Guyton. And so then again, you've got this block scenario. You've got Drake Stoops lead blocking this way. You've got Marcus Major and Jaylan Ford, and everything's setting up the way you probably drew it up. I don't know if he was supposed to maybe go a yard back and he goes, 2 or 3 yards back. And that's what hurt it. I think this is Farouk. I think something went wrong here as far as his depth, and it made it too easy for this corner to come down and squeeze off the edge when he could have been able to run into Guyton. Or I mean that's the way it's supposed to be in Oklahoma's, when they draw it up on a whiteboard. But again, just the little stuff that'll happen. But I don't think this is on Guyton, and I don't think it's on Drake Stoops. And everybody else blocks this up pretty well. So I think Farouk takes too much depth. And I wonder a little bit if maybe Gabriel's just a tick slow and I mean, again, I'm trying to think of reasons why Farouk is off here. He knows he's going to run right into Drake if he doesn't start to move backward. I don't know. It's an interesting play. Something's wrong, and I can't quite place. I assume it's Farouk. I think that's right. I'm about 80% sure. But there's a few other tiny variables that make me wonder a little bit. So, again, a 2-yard gain, and the Monday Morning Idiot spent about 5 minutes here on Monday night breaking it down. So, again, earning the name.